I was wrestling with deep anger, feelings of betrayal, that the church had deceived me, that people I loved who cared about me and who wanted the best for me were misled. Maybe they didn't mean to, maybe they did mean to, but I had been misled, I had been deceived, I had been tricked.
At this point, Jake's feelings of anger towards family, friends, and leaders prevented him from even contemplating what would happen to those relationships if he followed the path of truth he was uncovering in the Bible. Considering the cost of discipleship would have to wait. Jake was too weak and weary.
I wasn't sure what the answers were, and I had this deep doubt that I didn't care to solve. I wanted to just be at peace. I wanted to rest. I wanted to relax. And so I had this dissonance between the ideas I was wrestling with and how I was living. And that dissonance led me to a place of just wanting to give up. When I was contemplating suicide and what would happen to me if I died, I thought that if there was a God and he were to judge me, that surely he would see I was a good person and that I meant well for others and for myself, even though I'm wrestling with suicide and vengeance is on my mind. I thought that God would see me as a good person and that he would forgive me on that basis. I was contemplating suicide on and off for months. I actually put together a plan of how I wanted to end my life. I decided a car crash would be a good way. I don't know why, but I had a particular wall that I wanted to ram into at a high speed. I remember a day that I had decided would be the last day of my life, driving towards that wall. I couldn't bear to look, and so I closed my eyes for what felt like an eternity, and I hadn't hit that wall yet, and I couldn't do it. I opened up my eyes and I corrected and got back into the flow of traffic and didn't actually do it. I was scared to die. I didn't know what would happen if I did. I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wicked. I knew it was evil. And I couldn't actually do it.
In the depths of despair, Jake contended with the realization that taking his own life was neither in accordance with God's will nor a viable solution to his struggles. Resolute in his decision to continue living, he confronted the harsh reality that the path ahead would be unpleasant.